Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the one and the only Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I'm your host for this morning, Rumboyz Robbie of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. And this is Rumboyz NFL AM. We are here to take care of all of your start-sit questions, over-under, spreads, money line, all that good stuff. I am, of course, joined by my trusty co-host. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for both these gentlemen. First up, both of them are part of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, but you catch the first gentleman over at Going for Two as well. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Drop the Mic FF.
Morning, Robbie. Week 3. Let's get this party started.
Hell yes. And we are also accompanied by representing FantasySixPack.net. Give it up for Pangs Picks.
Hey, man. Well, it's a little early for me, but, we got to do Rumboyz After Dark sometime. No, I'm just kidding with you guys. No, thanks for joining us, Rumboyz at NFL AM. I'm Pangs Picks.
Hell yes. This show is brought to you guys by monkeyknifefight.com and the Monkey Knife Fight app for all your daily fantasy prop needs. Get on over to monkeyknifefight.com and download the Monkey Knife Fight app. Look for the Monkey Knife Fight logo and icon as you see floating right there next to Mike. We're at you on your very first deposit all the way up to $100. Might as well get on over there. Put down your 100, put down 20, put down 40, whatever you're comfortable with. But we're going to match you on that very first thing all the way up to $100. Get on over there for all your legal daily fantasy prop action. We've been hitting like crazy, especially on that more or less. I think we've only gotten like one more or less wrong this year.
Yeah.
So keep up with monkeyknifefight.com. Also, this broadcast is brought to you guys by SportsMe, the SportsMe app. Link available in the description and will be dropped in the live stream chat throughout the duration of today's broadcast. If you have a fantasy question, you need advice, get on over to the SportsMe app, drop a video posting your question, and we'll get back to you with our response for your SportsMe question. Before we begin today's show, our hearts are here heavy. Here at the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. At first I didn't really know how to begin today's show. But I know that this gentleman would have wanted us to proceed and to go forward and to do our dead level best. As a staff here at the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, we would like to extend our hearts, our thoughts, and our prayers to the Tagliere family. To Tabby and the kids, we have you guys in our thoughts and our prayers. And this is a situation that can happen to anybody. It can happen to any one of us. COVID is real. It's a real thing. Tags, was a pioneer in this industry. Without him picking up a microphone, none of us would have ever probably had the doors open for us. He kind of taught, the entrepreneurial way and just the way of getting up, doing it on your own to a lot of us. So before we get into answering you guys' fantasy football questions and breaking down today's game, we're just going to remove ourselves from the panel and we are going to have a moment of silence. We will see you guys in a few. All righty. We greatly appreciate you guys acknowledging the moment of silence. Rest in peace, Tags, forever in our hearts. And let's get on with the show, fellas, right?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Just the way he would have intended. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Raj, love you, man. I know that Raj is going through stuff as well. We're here for you, Raj. You need anything, brother, you let us know, man. We are here for you. What's up, Pat? What up, St. Pat? We got St. Pat up in the chat. Dilly dilly. Tree it. Yes, that's right. All right, and we got our very first fantasy football question of the show. If Dalvin Cook is out, is Alexander Mattison an RB2 with RB1 upside versus Seattle? We will begin with we'll start at the bottom with Payne, and then we'll go into you, Mike.
I think you see him as an RB2, no upside. All right. Just because a guy steps in doesn't mean he's them. We have seen it in the past of other players that can come in and mimic some of the work. Madison cannot mimic anything that Dalvin Cook does besides the hairstyle. That's it for me.
I think he's an RB2. His upside is high RB2. I agree with Payne. He's not an RB1 upside, but he could be one of the top 2 or 3 RB2s.
See, with Madison, my thing is with Madison traditionally, whenever he steps in for Dalvin, he like Payne said, he's not able to do the same things that Dalvin is able to do. With that being said, and with that being stated, I think that there's other options out there, and I would hope that there's another option on your roster that we could maybe pivot to. If you got Kenyon Drake, maybe you go with Drake. Trey Sermon could be an option. This is going to be a bold take, but Tony Pollard. I trust Tony Pollard more than I would trust starting Alexander Mattison.
Yeah, luckily in my work league, I have Cook, and luckily in my work league, it's not very deep. I'm able to put in DeAndre Swift instead of Madison. Now that is luck.
Yeah, that's luck. That's luck. Hey, what's good, Sean? What's good, Sean? You know how we do, man. You know how we do. Karam said he's got Pollard. So I had a question this morning on Twitter. Okay, if you have Zeke and Pollard, right, and you're stressing about this Madison situation, like would you go ahead and just run both of them?
Fuck.
The thing is,
Eagles are no joke when it comes to the run game. If you're desperate, it's not an impossible. This kind of reminds me, and you're going to see me say this probably like 50 more times throughout my lifetime. A Jeremy Hill to a Giovanni Bernard, right? One guy kind of stepped back. He was using it more for pass protection, pass catching. And someone gets like the sloppy seconds, but they get like 12 touches, and it's like really good 12 touches, which was Jeremy Hill. I think that's the case, right? Like, you can do it. Is it a must? No, fuck no. But could it work? Yes, it could work. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I think it could work. I'd be a little skeptical of it. I just talked about this on a different show I was on the other day, and not about running both of them, but just about how Pollard is feasible on a zone. They're starting to remind me of the Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb backfield where you could run both of them. To me, it's just scary to run both of them on the same team.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely have a little bit of fear if I were to run both. But it's definitely a thought. It's a risk that I'm willing to take if I'm asked out on Cook. Redraft trade. Which side would you want as St. Pat? Chase Edmonds or Sterling Shepard? Ooh, give me Sterling Shepard.
I am a Chase Edmonds stan, but I still stay Sterling Shepard.
Give me Sterling Shepard, not even just because he's been getting all the love, but also because he's fucking facing the goddamn Falcons. Come on. Everybody is going to get up on those guys.
Hell yeah. By the way, really quick, I just looked in the camera and I just saw how beautiful the new Terry McLaurin jersey is. Shout out to SportsMe. Everybody download the SportsMe app. Everybody use the SportsMe app. We are getting ready to launch a couple of jersey giveaways here in the coming week. So be on the lookout for on the SportsMe app. We about to hook y'all up. We about to get y'all fresh. Drake, same thing with Drake and Edmonds last year, says St. Pat. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think that with Dallas, we're in a position where we could run both. I want to quickly remind everyone here. Let me actually like log into my account so I can show my bets today. I do want to remind everyone that you have a Gary V prop over on DraftKings. It is over under. I believe it is over under 10.5 receiving yards. I think it was set at 11. I think it's over under 10.5 receiving yards. Oh no, okay, no. It's a Gary Vee special. Michael Carter to have 12 plus receiving yards, boosted to plus 110. I went ahead and I opted in on that one. I think that Carter could maybe get the over.
Yeah, because Tevin Coleman's out. So
Yeah, Tevin Coleman out.
And they have been saying they like Michael Carter more and more. But I will say that Ty Johnson, I think, is leading in touches, so it does scare me a little bit.
If I have to answer that question, Pat.
yeah, don't even.
Yeah, I'm not. No. Let's go ahead and get into breaking down some of these games individually. Let me go ahead and turn on our screen share option.
Let's do this.
I may have went a little bit crazy last night.
Yes, you did.
I have a couple of different parlay cards that I have open, but let's start with the first game. Arizona, Duval. The Jags are hosting. What are we thinking surrounding this game, fellas? Minus 380 on Arizona, plus 290 for the Jags. Over under set at 51.5, spread of 8. And we'll start with Mike.
Arizona on the money line for sure. I think this game is going to get ugly quickly. I don't think that Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence are going to be able to keep this game close. Could they do something in garbage time? Possibly, but if I had to, I'm going minus 8 on Arizona.
Okay, Peng.
This is gonna be a fucking slaughter, man. I don't think anything goes right for them. I will say that the Jags defense is better than we give them credit for to an extent because they do have some pieces on that team that are like pretty legit. Mm-hmm. But we just watched Kyler make guys want to quit their jobs mid-game. They're all about Devontae Davis themselves when they fucking couldn't catch him. And I think Jags are in another situation with that. Even with Hopkins having, I think, rib injuries, correct, you said?
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't think it matters. Kyler is just gonna do Kyler stuff. And I think that's gonna be really painful for the Jags that are still trying to find an identity. I actually took this bet. I want to say I took this one. No. I was going to take the Cardinals because I was just that confident this is going to be a 10-plus game easy.
Elijah Moore, Chenault. Karam says he has AB out with COVID, but he also has Sony Michel.
I think you have to play Chenault because he gets the targets. Moore has it. They like to say they're going to use Moore, but we don't know yet. We haven't seen anything.
I say Chenault, and what I want to say about him also having Sony Michel is, unless I have a bona fide...
He's already has Sony Michel in the start, so it's between these two. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Chenault.
Yeah, Chenault. Go Chenault, Karam. For Arizona, I took Arizona money line. I think the Arizona is gonna score at a super high clip. I think they could score 30 on their own. Will the Jags be able to put up enough to make that go over though for that 51.5? I think you just barely missed the over on that one. So I think I want to go with the under. I don't think the Jags cover 8.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the Jags cover 8. I think they get their backs blown out.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, the Bucs defense is good against the run. That's one of the things you have to worry about starting Sony Michel. But I mean, if that's the only option that you have, then you got to run Sony Michel. Let's talk about that. Talk about that really quick before we get into handicapping our next game. Matter of fact, I'll just go into really quick. Who's in? Who's at? For the Sunday slate. OBJ will be making his debut today for Cleveland. Sony Michel will be filling in for Darrell Henderson. It does appear that Dalvin Cook will be out. I'm trying to think who else am I missing. I'm getting my list up right here.
Higgins is most likely out.
Yeah, Higgins is doubtful. I believe that he is not going to play. I think Schefter said it listed him as a not play. Let's see. DeAndre Hopkins is likely to play. He's pretty confident that he's going to play. He's always played through injury. do be aware that if you have, first off, if you have DeAndre Hopkins, you are starting D-Hop. Okay, if D-Hop is playing, you are starting D-Hop. With that being said, expect load management to possibly come into play, so the rest of your roster will have to go and do work. Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is going to play today, so we'll see how that works. If you are going to start Carson Wentz, I advise not to. Personally, I advise not to start Wentz. I'm not here to predict an injury. I am not predicting an injury.
But any man coming into a game with already two injuries to things that he's going to use, like it's his ankles. Like unless he finds a way not to use his feet, I think it's okay to say, hey, don't start this guy because he might get injured. I think that's fair, Robbie. Anyone who says otherwise is being a dick.
The only thing I want to add to the Wentz thing is if they weren't playing Tennessee and it wasn't a divisional game, I think Jacob Eason would be behind center.
Absolutely. If it wasn't divisional, I think this goes differently. Big Ben, Derek Carr, OBJ, Marshawn Lattimore, Noah Fant, Tim Patrick, and Trey Sermon all expected to play today. Players out: Andy Dalton, Tua Tagovailoa, T.J. Watt, Deontay Johnson, Russell Gage, Jamie Collins, Ronnie Stanley, Justin Houston, Justin Mbakwe, Brandon Williams, Anthony Barr, Rashad Penny, Tevin Coleman, Antonio Brown, Jace Pierre-Paul, and JaMychal Hasty.
Okay.
Those are all of our players that are out. Anything that we get coming through, I'll have my Twitter tab up with Rappaport and Shefty giving me updates. Kenny Golladay questionable with hip injury, worked out earlier this morning and will play. New York Giants have all their weapons.
One thing I want to say about one of those injuries with T.J. Watt being out, if you're in an IDP league, fire up Melvin Ingram.
Yeah, fire up Melvin.
That's
Ingram.
A tough one. Melvin Ingram's been pretty good, but he's
more
on the pass rushing side than an all around guy. But yeah, I see the argument for that. But he's been good. He's been a steal, man. I mean, I had the Dolphins that pick him up.
Yeah,
when he visited us. Oh God,
Sean. What?
Oh, Sean, yes. Do expect Stafford to throw a lot more. Stafford is a must start today. If you're in single QB, 2 QB, I'm expect that he's already on your roster and already in there as a starter. But yes, Stafford, we are starting today. Matt, you're a goated subscriber. You're a goated subscriber to this show, man. This show loves you. We love you, man. So what we were saying about Madison/Cook. If you have a late game pivot, if Cook is a surprise active, go with Madison. If you don't and it's close, take the early points. Good advice. Very, very, very good advice. What I've been running to a lot with a lot of the
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, what I've been running to a lot with a lot of the Cook managers is that their second option isn't in a later game. So I went ahead and I told them, let's just avoid the Cook situation altogether and let's just start the earlier guy. I don't need to be responsible for anyone for anyone losing a fucking week when they didn't need to just because we wanted to wait on one guy to see if he was going to be available or not. I'm starting Bishko over Wentz in Superflex. Wow. I mean, I would start because given the injuries, Bucks offense is fine.
I think he's fine doing that. I actually don't blame him. If you don't trust the guy, you don't trust the guy.
Yeah, exactly. There's something in me is telling me Wentz doesn't play the full day today. Yeah. Like something in me is telling me that Wentz doesn't play the full day today. So the Bucks are going to be fine without AB. The Bucks are going to be fine without AB.
Speaking of Wentz, I got my own start-sit question because I'm in a deeper league like some of you guys are, like both of you guys are. Zach Pascal or KJ Osborne?
KJ.
Yeah. That's what I have.
Matt says he's got one for us. Madison, James White, or Tyson Williams. It's gotta be Tyson Williams.
No, you gotta pick two though. So let me get on this one. I'm gonna say Tyson Williams first, and it's gonna be James White second, and mainly because James White has this really stupid, ugly floor. If you've been paying attention to his reception count, I want to say he's averaging like 6 to 7 receptions
for like 43 yards, like 45 yards, some shit like that.
It is ridiculously crazy how many freaking yards this guy got. And to top it off, he even got a touchdown last week, man. Like, they're using him. And I hate to be that guy that was crapping on him, going, "Oh, why the hell are you taking this guy? This Damian Harris is back." Blah blah blah. No, dude, 6 for 7 week 1, 6 for 6 week 2, approximately 50 yards. If you're I want to say, was that PPR? Yeah, you're gonna get 5 points and then like another 3 to 4 just on catches. So if he does anything extra, it's fine. And that's such a solid floor that's hard to beat on top of his other rushing, because he's averaging like 70 yards right now. That's pretty good.
What you got, Mike?
Pang nailed it on the head. I've never been a big James White guy, but he proves that you have to play him.
He has 12 catches in 2 weeks. Like, it's ridiculous. He's catching more passes than receivers that have twice as many targets.
I'm gonna say go with White and Williams as well. Just because, like, going back to what I said at the top of the show, with Madison, he's not able to fill the same shoes as Cook. If Cook is really gonna be out, like, could Madison have an effective day? Sure, he always has, these occasional one-offs where when Cook is out, he just goes the fuck off. I mean, but that's also going to be dependent if they give him the workload early. I think that Cousins is going to have to pass a lot more. Minnesota's been in a lot of shootouts. Like both their opening games have been shootouts. I expect today to be nothing different. I expect them to possibly lose today.
Okay, so there is one thing I will touch on in Madison, and I hate to fucking double back on us a little bit. Madison did have a full start 2 times or 3 times last year. One of them was against the Seattle Seahawks. If you don't know the stat line for that, I had to pull up because I remember it was being something ridiculous. 20,
he did good.
Yeah, it was 23 total touches, perfect touches, by the way. That means he didn't drop a pass or no targets. 136 yards, no touchdowns. But that I mean, it was against the teams playing against today. So did he repeat? I don't know, but this was his only good game, by the way. So it's one out of how many games this dude's played. So take that for what it is.
Sean Jacobs is to my knowledge, Jacobs is out still.
Yeah, he's unlikely to play.
Yeah, I bit that one hard. I like Josh Jacobs too, but I said the same thing. Did an article about it on my best ball. Take Josh Jacobs and Drake because they're far apart enough in drafts, and when Jacobs will miss games, that is something he does. Everyone knows this. He misses games.
Oh. You got nice. I like that, Matt. Having Hollywood and Rondale, you got them already starting. Keep them both in there as starters. Yeah, that's so good. Give me Washington an upset over Buffalo. Washington defense stops the run game, which Bills don't have, and maintain Allen. Washington's got this. I think that Washington could pull off an upset. I am going to reveal that they are not part of our parlay for today. I did not. Look, DJ, rule number 1, you don't bet your own fucking team, all right?
I bet against my Dolphins because I already know my Dolphins were going to get stomped last week, and I knew they were going to get stomped. Probably get stomped this week, too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. 40%. But knowing your team is a very good thing, and if you ask us about our favorites, we'll pull out the weirdest stat lines and be like, remember this time in like 2007 when that kind of shit? It's hilarious. We love it. But, yeah, give me Washington. I took them at plus like 9 or something, and I'm laughing my ass off because I'm about to count the money. Already.
Yeah,
I'm already there.
I think it's doable. The Bills don't look that great this year. Time for the Giants to put up or shut up with everyone playing today. Such a weird conundrum. This roster has only had one time where they had their full starters to go on offense. Because I think that New York loses to Atlanta because of actually having all their starters. Because it's going to be so much new and so much like, oh shit, like what are we doing? Like that there's going to be a lot going on for Daniel Jones.
I don't disagree with you. They definitely. It sucks when a team loses just because they're that team, but I will say that the Falcons have looked pretty piss poor. Like they look like they're always starting with like plus 14 ahead of them. I don't know how they do it, but for as good as Matt Ryan's been in his career, he's not playing like Matt Ryan, or he's probably playing like the most vintage Matt Ryan we've ever seen. So I don't count the defense out yet for the Giants because there are little pieces like Jabril Peppers, like fucking
Bobby
Logan
Martinez,
Ryan,
Logan
Bradbury, like Jackson. Like they're just good. Oh, and of course, obviously fucking like Williams, right? Like they're just scary enough that like they could put it together. And if Matt Ryan plays like he did against against the Eagles, it's gonna be gross. Absolutely gross.
No, I agree. Robert Woods or Cortland Sutton.
Oh,
That's a tough one.
oh.
Cortland Sutton's against the Jets.
I know, but people give the Jets secondary bad, but I'm going to put it out this way. No one put up any points on them last week with the fucking Patriots. Nobody, no receiver put up above 40 yards. Like Jacoby Myers and fucking Nelson Aguilar didn't do anything. And you could say, well, that's what they do. No, they did well week 1. They did well week 2. That secondary is Bryce Hall, Ashton Davis, Marcus May, LaMarcus Joyner. That's not a bad secondary. People want to make fun of that. We don't know their cornerbacks, but I actually do because they're not bad. But Cortland Sutton is a 1, right? I think you don't fuck up going either way. I hate to say like that's not an answer for you. I don't think you're fucked up going either way. I say Sutton might have the better upside. Actually, I don't know. I think Woods has a better upside because he's playing in a shootout, right? I don't think the Jets are in a shootout situation.
Yeah, the Jets aren't going to be in the shootout situation. That's why I'm fading. I think, and in this scenario, I want to go Bobby Trees. Like I feel like as long as you have Bobby Trees, like just because he's not getting the like Cooper Kupp's getting the TDs, you know. Add a TD or 2 to Bobby Trees, and he's right there with Kupp this year. So
I think he's gonna be a 60-6 kind of guy for the rest of the season, and that's okay. Like that's fine. 60 yards, 6 catches, like a touchdown. Like I'm cool with that every week. You know who did those numbers? Justin Jefferson last week.
Yeah. Hey, you make a valid point. Carl's gonna be crying when Dallas loses Monday night. You gonna cry in the car. Steelers Nation said, I think Najee's going to win some fantasy leagues today. Najee's going to go for his first 100-yard game today in a TD. It's the Bengals. Come on, man. Yeah, no. You're not playing the Bengals of old, okay? Like
this ain't the Bungles. This isn't the Bungles.
Exactly. Yeah.
The Bengals have always been pretty good against the run.
Exactly.
But they're a team that like loses to themselves. So like, fuck if I know. Najee is kind of not looking that good either. And I love Najee. I drafted a buttload of him, and I was talking about all preseason, but he's not looking good right now. He has hands to an extent, but the burst isn't there for a guy starting his rookie year. Has anybody else seen it differently?
No.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't had the rookie start that we thought. I mean, there were people that were saying that like no, he should have gone in the first round. I think we're starting to see maybe why.
He was end of a 2 for me, early 3.
Yeah, he was like beginning 2, middle 2 for me. So I mean, I think that with Najee's case, I mean, I don't think that 100-yard breakout is going to come today. Will come eventually, yes. They need to get some better pieces on that offensive line.
Yep.
Should I start Zach? What's good? Should I start Devontae today or Debo?
Ooh, Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
I actually have that same question. Funny enough, but not Devontae Adams. It was Debo or AJ Brown, and I think I'm starting Debo.
Well, AJ Brown's out, so. Or not AJ. Well, no. Sorry, that. Oh, it's my fault. To me, you always play Devontae Adams. Like to me, that's.
Yeah, he's
you always play Devontae Adams.
He's cornerback proof and he's QB proof. He is. I was not a Devontae Adams guys because of his second or third year where he just didn't do as well. But that guy's proved it, man. Just put the ball near him. Yeah, just near him. Doesn't even have to be on point. Just somewhere, and he'll get it. He's just so fucking good, dude. I hate to admit it because that's just me saying I'm wrong from fucking years ago. But this year, easily. I mean, look at what San Fran's been allowing receivers to get open on them and to score. I mean, hell, like Detroit damn near almost gave it to this team. Like I'll always remember that for like the rest of this year. Like damn, like Detroit almost gave it to San Fran. I'm not as scared of San Fran's defense as I was at the beginning of the season. So I'm starting Devontae Adams. Oh yeah, you have to start Devontae Adams.
What up, Machino? He said, I hope my Steelers don't choke today. That one's a tough game. That one's super tough. I do have I think on one parlay I took the Steelers money line, but then like on another one I was like, I don't know.
One of my favorite prop bets, this is a shout out for the Steelers. I have Joe Burrow throwing at least one pick this whole tie game, and I think the Steelers make him throw a pick.
Oh yeah, Joe Burrow will throw a pick. Yeah, he'll throw a pick.
Easiest fucking underdog bet for me right now was one of those.
Pat says that Devontae will get into the end zone this week. If we would lose today, I seriously got no hope for the rest of the season. It's week 3.
I mean, they're losing with if they lose and T. Higgins is not in the game, that is pretty bad for the fucking Steelers.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. If the Steelers are not facing T. Higgins, the best weapon on that team, they lose. That's pretty bad.
Hey, that's why when I figured out that T. Higgins was out, that's when I was like, all right, the Bengals aren't going to upset, so we're not going to worry about that. Let's see here. Full PPR, Askrell, Kirk, Watkins, Fuller, or J-Rob in his flex. I want to go Christian Kirk.
I want to go Watkins. I don't think Kirk has the targets right now, and we know DeAndre Hopkins is playing. We know Rondale Moore is playing. Give me Watkins because they're facing the Lions, and he gets 8 targets, and he's catching half of them. So as long as he keeps catching half, that's fine. Fuller, Jacoby Brissett doesn't know what he's doing right now. James Robinson is James Robinson. Yeah, I think that's it. What do you think, Mike?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't do this often, but I'm picking the Lizard King himself.
Yeah,
baby. I don't do it, but part of the main reason is what you're saying. The main reason is because of the matchup and the fact that if Hopkins wasn't playing, I'd be saying Kirk all day. Yeah. But Hopkins is officially active. I just saw that on
He is officially active.
He's officially active. So fire up DeAndre Hopkins, and because of that, I would probably say Watkins. But if your gut feeling is telling you Kirk, I wouldn't be upset.
He has 4 catches per game, 1 game for about 50 yards, 1 game for about 100. You have to just take what he's doing.
Wentz officially active. Joey Bosa officially active. Hopkins officially active. Higgins officially inactive.
Okay, that he's inactive. Okay.
Yeah, Higgins is out.
Cool.
Yep.
That's what I said. It's just, you can make fun of the Steelers losing guys, but T. Higgins is out, guys. Now you're facing a rookie and Tyler Boyd and Joe Mixon. You better fucking win, or at least make it look good.
Yeah, so that's gonna be that's gonna be super interesting now that I know that Hopkins is out there. Maybe Kirk is probably gonna get affected. I mean, especially
he could catch a broken play, but give me the 8 targets, 4 catches. Come on, let's be real. Against the Lions of all people.
And the more that Moore is getting better and better, the more work he's gonna demand. Many of us are already projecting that Moore's stock is gonna keep rising and his targets are gonna keep rising. Yeah. So Moore's probably outworked Christian Kirk at this point. Give me 1 second. NFL. All right, and then let's get back into cap in some games. Yeah.
You want me to pull one up?
Let's do Bengals Steelers since we were talking about that one.
Okay, so right now Steelers are a 2.5-point favorite. The money line is Steelers -140, Bengals +120, and the over under is 43.5. What do you think, Pang?
Can you pull all up for me again? What was it? Bengals. Fuck, did I take this one? Let me check
the Bengals are +120 on the money line and 2.5-point underdog.
Man, I forgot which one I took. Let me check. Did I take this bet or not? No, I didn't take this one. Yeah, I think it was too close for me to want to take it. Oh yeah, I did take Arizona though at 7.5. Okay, so I want to say this game goes under. I think it's going to be a defensive game, which is really weird thinking it for the Bengals. And then give me the Steelers to cover. And I don't like it. If I could avoid betting on this game, I would. I would completely avoid it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it might be it's going to be close to the over under for me. I picked the Steelers in my work pool, but I'm not as confident as I was on Wednesday. I'm probably staying away, but if I had to pick, I'd probably go Steelers.
Yeah, I'm going Steelers on money line on that one. I think you can hit that over of that 43.5. Even with Higgins being out.
Well, it's Higgins and an injured Big Ben. That's why it's kind of like a lot of like when we say like we wouldn't take it, we really mean we wouldn't take this guy. So, you know, they always say that analysts or content creators love to give you guys just shit, just to give you shit. No, we're telling you the truth. Like, we don't want this. We don't want this, and that's it.
The one thing I'll add to this game is, and this is, I think it's part of the reason you're saying, Peng, I am really scared about Big Ben for the future of this year. And until I see him turn it around, it's going to be scary for the rest of the year with this team.
This team hasn't figured it out when Big Ben was healthy week 1 and somewhat week 2. Right? That's why I have it as an under. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a 17-21 game or some shit. And it's like weird wins, right? Like, who wins? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, no, very, 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 very valid point. Very valid point.
Pull off an upset. Shit, that's a good question.
I'll give you one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me make sure the spread still has it in as an upset. I'm picking Green Bay on the money line.
Yeah, I picked Green Bay on the money line too. I took Green Bay on the money line plus 145 is where they're at right now. 3-point spread, over under sitting at 50. I think that one's gonna be a decently high scoring game.
Pull it down for me. I want to say the one I would have to pick is probably the fucking Eagles. Like, and it's just because things can get really weird really fast. I think they just have a guy pop for like trying to bribe people for a drug test.
Yeah, Lael Collins, fucking of the Cowboys.
Right, like, and the Eagles are just one of those teams that just loves to like just ruin shit, right? I bet on the Eagles last 3 weeks, so I hate sounding like a fucking Eagles lover, but like they're just a scrappy fucking team. They come out here and they just do these weird shit. They do it every year. They used to be like the special teams team I used to take for my defenses because they would get like a punt return touchdown, like just wackadoodle shit. Or what did they do to Tom Brady one year where they upsetted Tom Brady with like this crap team? So yeah. I always take they upset the Tom Brady. I'm not in the Super Bowl either. Just like a random game where they just beat Tom Brady like really bad. Like just giving the Eagles. They're always a weird possibility of upsetting people. At 155, I don't think that's the worst bet. Even if Dak is playing like a good level, Amari Cooper is injured. Michael Gallup is still injured, and then you're basically worried about CeeDee Lamb and a running back. So their run game is going to be probably manhandled by the Eagles possibly. So it's just CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, it could be. I like that pick. I like that. Let's see.
Feels gross, by the way, saying it though.
Oh yeah.
An upset for me. All good. I really feel like Atlanta pulls it off today. Plus 130 for Atlanta. Giants in at minus 150. Over under a 47. 2.5 point spread. And bro, like I feel like you gotta take Atlanta here. Atlanta has to bounce back. Kyle Pitts has to have a damn good fucking game today. I'm taking Atlanta. I'm all over Atlanta today. Like I'm super all over Atlanta today. Like even though Russell Gage is gonna be out, that'll make Olamide Zacchaeus a thing. I'm going Atlanta. I
don't blame you. I don't blame you.
The Giants look like shit. Since he beat the Steelers, ask Haley and Anthony. We took the Steelers on that one.
Someone from
He said we should be. No, you all are gonna lose.
Taco,
you're gonna lose.
Taco, go back to your couch, Taco.
You're all gonna lose. What up, Anthony? He said, "Oops, wrong account." Hey, just like the stream from both those accounts. The Rams is an upset. Potentially that I don't think that it's gonna happen just because it's Tom Brady. Like it's fucking Tom Brady, bro. Like that's where I don't bet against Tom Brady no more. I used to religiously just do that.
All right, I'll just say it right now. I'm picking the Rams, but I don't consider this a real upset because it's only one. I think it's more of a pick'em game, but I am picking the Rams to beat the Bucs.
Bro, if the Rams fucking pulled that shit off, oh Oh my gosh! If the Rams pull that off, going crazy. Ubi asked, "All right, we playing D Hop today against Jacksonville since he is hurt."
Yes.
If D Hop is available, you play him. You don't get you to not play D Hop. Yeah,
just expect for him to have a couple less
pitch count. Yeah,
less even targets because they might use him as a decoy more than normal.
D Hop is still he'll still eat. Watch the football team +7 is free money when the football team is winning the game to begin with. Oh shit.
Okay, so I will say I know you want to try to you're trying to be quiet because it's your team, and I get that. I think Washington football team loses the game but covers the spread.
I don't know. I think that we could pull it off. I mean,
I think you have a chance.
So don't get me wrong. Like I'm not betting the game whatsoever.
No.
DJ rule number one, you don't bet your own team. Unless like you just know, like unless like you're a Jets fan, you just always pick against the Jets, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like watch the football team. I'm absolutely positively not worried. We're a different team with Heineke underneath at the helm. The Bills have a hard time getting their run game going. We're going to be able to stuff that and stop that. So I'm not stressing. I got a fancy question: James White or Javonte Williams in flex for PPR?
You take this pain.
Oh, fuck me. Hey, what's up, Anthony? This is a fucking toughie because it's the Jets, and I think Javonte Williams will eventually get a game. He's seen more touches. I have to admit he's seen more touches, but it is almost 50-50. James White, if it's full PPR, only because it's full PPR. Anything less than full PPR, give me Javonte Williams. Yeah, dude, if you're catching, like I said, 6 for 5 is 11 points, and anything else you get extra is just amazing. And I think that's gonna be another James White stat. He's gonna get wide receiver numbers because he's gonna get slot receiver numbers. He's gonna get a bunch of catches, some cheesy yardage, and then maybe 20-30 rushing yards. And I think that floor is nice. Upside play though, I think Williams has a chance to break it for like 70 and a TD at some point, but I wouldn't bank on it.
See, because of what we know, going off of what we know, we would go James White. I mentioned that. Yeah, and especially with the pass catch, you got the backfield. I mean, he was 6 for 6 last week, like Payne I mentioned earlier. But I do believe that Williams will be due for a breakout, but you got to play it safe here and go with what you know, and that'll be James White. But don't be surprised if Williams has a breakout against the Jets. Like I just, if you're a rookie, there's no
confidence later.
Exactly. That's all that it's going to do.
So one thing that I just saw about the Falcons Giants game, I just got an alert. Saquon Barkley, I think, is going to have a decent game anyway. I don't think he's going to have a great game, but they just said that they think Giants know he's very healthy because they just made Booker inactive today, and it was a surprise inactive. So they have Barkley, Brightwell, and 2 fullbacks are the only running backs that are active. So I think that shows that the Giants, after a 10-day break after that Thursday night game, I think they are thinking that Barkley is ready for a full workload in week 3.
Yeah, we'll see, Taco. We'll see. We'll see, Ubi.
I'm actually
Ubi. I don't know if that'd be the bet of the day, just because we've kind of figured that's going to happen.
Yeah. Actually, I agree with Whoops. We're playing what? Jacoby Brissett's playing today, isn't he?
Yeah, Brissett's playing.
Yeah, then we're fine.
But that's like I'd say probably like the easiest bet of the day. Like that's for sure the easiest one of the day.
I take them at -4, and I'm like, oh, cool, -0.5 point, whatever.
They said that Kadarius Toney's gonna be a pivotal part of the offense today. Oh God.
Yeah,
which side of the bench is he warming? Like, let's figure. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly.
I actually want Tony to do well.
I was so off of the Tony hype train. Like,
He has a lot of my last picks in best ball because he's just one of those like electrifying kind of guys that like he just needs 3 touches, and then whatever those touches are could be amazing, right? But he's not even getting the ball. Like, fuck. He could be like Cordero Patterson's rookie year, where he's just a guy that does wackadoodle shit.
Yeah, it's easy cash. Yeah, definitely easy cash.
Yeah.
So the Giants hate is real. It's not. It's not. It's literally not hate. Like it's literally not hate. Like,
I guess you missed the part where we jerked off Sterling Shepard, and I gave their defense a what's up.
That's because it's Taco, and he knows they're not going to win the division.
I mean, I do hate the Giants. Actually, one of my least favorite franchises. But I give every team its due respect. Like if they have anything to respect, I root for Daniel Jones because I felt bad for him. He's doing better than Dwayne Haskins, and everyone gave him so much crap about. They got mad that he got drafted. Like that's basically how it came out.
Hey, if you're a person that streams tight ends, Evan Ingram might not be a bad choice.
Oh God!
Give me Austin
Oh God! Why would you do that to people?
Is he starting?
He
Ingram is like dead, isn't he?
He is. He's starting today.
I thought he died because that fucking guy hasn't been on the field at all.
No, but he has not. But he's active today.
You're actively not fucking helping me in my goddamn best ball.
I know.
That got the cards. We took the cards.
That's yeah. That
You
matchup.
have to take the Cardinals, man. And if they don't put up points, then that's just sad.
Yeah, definitely. You don't play Ingram in your lineups. Like there are better decisions. There are worse decisions with better outcomes that you can make in life, and that's just not one. Let's talk about Bears Browns
real quick.
What's up?
I totally spaced out on this, but yeah, Tua's IR. I thought he was gonna not be IR. Well, I'm really fucked next week. Yeah,
they put him on the IR yesterday too.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay,
they put him on the IR yesterday.
Yeah, it sucks. That means I'm watching Jacoby Brissett when I'm in Miami next week. So yay me. That's gonna be good.
Let's talk about Bears Browns really quick. Plus 280 for Chicago. And Believe Land sitting at minus 365. No Landry on the field for the Browns, but there is a OBJ. What are we thinking about this game?
I think this is a trap for the. Think this is a trap game.
Anyone that's betting out there, this is a trap game.
I would honestly take the plus 7.5 on Bears. They play a conservative game. They really do. So they keep things tight. I also, if I just wanted to have like just big fucking like South Park balls, give me the fucking money line of 280. Yeah,
I think I took the Bears in a parlay.
Yeah, I would do that as just a fuck you, man. Just take it, because if they're starting Justin Fields, they have a scheme to keep Fields from losing, and put him in situations to win. And we've seen what he can do. Fuck, actually, I might just take this bet right now. Fuck, I'll just do it right now. I'll do it live.
Yeah, plus 280 on the Bears. I mean, we saw what they did last week against Cincinnati, gave them fits. But also at the same time, I mean, don't sleep on Cleveland. Cleveland, there's a reason why they have that line set at minus 365. Fields is going to be the starter for Chicago, which is what makes them the underdog in this bet. You also gotta keep in mind, I mean, that Browns defense, they fly around, they make a whole hell of a lot of plays. I worry about the rookie in this one. You guys, I forgot to mention this earlier. You do get there is a 20% boost on every afternoon game. So feel free, to opt into that on DraftKings. Get that extra boost on some of these lines. Increase your profits. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about that Bears Browns one. It's a trap game for sure. Mike.
Yeah, so I agree with you guys. You guys said everything you need to say on the betting side. What I want to add is on the fantasy side. I think this might be a game that Hunt is not. If it goes Cleveland's way, I think this is a game that Hunt might not be used as much, but I think this is a Nick Chubb game. But I know I want to bring this up because Pang has been saying this all week. Darnell Mooney to the moon with Justin Fields as the quarterback.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson is still going to eat, but I think it's going to be Allen Robinson and Mooney.
Hey, no, I like that. I like that take.
Credit to Pang.
Yeah, I do love Darnell Mooney. That dude's just so fucking good. He really is. And he's in a good example of how the scouts told him that he might not be that great, and then he took it to heart and was like, okay, this is what I suck at. I'll get better at these things. Yeah. No, but he admitted, like, hey, I just wasn't good at these things, and like, thank you for the honest criticism. I'm gonna go get good at it. And then props to the guy that does that because dude's only like 5'11", 5'10". He's fucking really good. He plays huge.
Give me 1 second. I had to log into my phone. For some reason, my laptop doesn't let me put in bets.
So I only took the bet for the plus 7.5. I'm not gonna take the 280, but it was really fucking tempting.
What are we thinking on that Colts game?
I don't think it exists.
Plus 185 for Indy, minus 225.
Give me the Titans. Give me the Titans all the way.
I think so too.
Is easy. Yeah, I think this is an easy one. The Colts do not have anything going for them. They literally have nothing going for them besides Darius Leonard. Like that team does not exist.
Is this a King Henry game?
It just moved.
The
money line moved.
It moved to 220 from 225 just now. The spread didn't move, but I saw it blink.
Over under change too. Give me Titans. Give me the Titans minus 4.5. I think it's an easy pick.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read off. I got a 14 pick parlay here.
Oh my god.
Oh no. You're like that guy last week.
Hey man. I was like, let's just see what the fuck happened.
What do you bet on again?
DraftKings.
Oh yeah, you have it, don't you? I should just give you my money and make you bet for me.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish I could bet on DraftKings because I actually was looking at a parlay because you could stretch parlays over weeks. I had like a fucking 16 parlay, and I think the majority actually hit because it's so early on, and I had a good grasp on the teams. I wish I would have saved it. I would have been able to post if I would have won or not.
Bro, this one's gonna be because I have a couple of different parlays, but this is the one. This is the first one I put in yesterday. We went Denver. These are all money lines. We go Denver, Green Bay, Tennessee, New England, Baltimore, Kansas City, Atlanta, Cleveland, Raiders, the Seahawks, Tampa Bay, Dallas.
Oh, you took Tampa. Oh, interesting.
Pittsburgh, and Arizona. So yeah, that's.
I have a feeling the Rams are going to take that one, man. I took the Rams.
Hey, don't worry. I put in a couple of these. of these. So I got a lot of different action going. What are we thinking really quick? There was one that I just mentioned that I don't think that we handicap. I think it might have been the Seahawks game. Did we? Yeah, we didn't handicap the Seahawks game. Plus 115 for Minnesota, minus 135 for Seattle.
My gut wants my degenerate side of me wants to say Minnesota, but I would probably say Seattle.
Minnesota's sad. Minnesota's fucking sad right now. Like both their losses are by like a point, right? Like, yeah, the week one they lost by a point, and they lost by a point last week.
Yep.
Minnesota's sad right now. Like
you know what? On the air right now, this game's at home. Minnesota on the money line.
You gonna take Minnesota on the money line? What do you got, Pang?
I have Seattle at -2, and I'm actually adding my parlay for it also. I just really don't like how Vikings have gone downhill defensively. That's what has been their saving grace a lot of the times, and I think I don't know. I can't trust Kirk Cousins. I just can't.
I don't blame.
Hey, I do not blame you. I do not blame you. Okay. So we broke down a couple of games for you guys at home, handicapped a couple. Let's get into some Monkey Knife Fight really quick because this show is brought to you by monkeyknifefight.com. Promo code Rumboyz in all caps. We'll get into some more or less here on the Patriots Saints game. Let's see here. So 239.5 for Mac Jones. And here, give me 1 second. Just so I can put this on the screen for everyone. And 218.5 for Jameis Winston. What are we thinking more or less?
More.
You like more here?
Mm-hmm. I think it's less.
Oh.
I think this is a less game, or it's a less more game. I can see Winston breaking it. I don't see Mac Jones breaking it.
No, why not?
He hasn't done it yet. All his yardage has been really low.
Really
last
low,
time.
yeah.
Like it's actually he's making completions. He's not making yardage. So like if this was a can he complete something, I would probably be on the boat because he did hit completions, which I called out on the show last week. But
I think I like the less.
I think Winston's playing better than we give him credit for. I think he's had a really bad week, but
Well, he had they had like 7 offensive coaches missing last week, right?
Yeah. Pat says less.
I think I like the less as well.
Okay, that sounds fine to me.
Okay. And let's see here. Let's you know what? I'll go ahead and we'll peek into to Heineke and Allen.
Yeah, let's just see what it is.
265.5 for Allen. He'll pass that.
I think this is a double.
Yeah, that's a double more. Yeah, that's a more.
I will say Allen might be the reason you missed though. I think Allen's the likely party to miss because if you look at his stats, he hasn't been as high flying as you think. Like I think he's barely breaking like 270. Yeah, last week against the Dolphins, my fucking Riddle Dolphins was 180, and against the Steelers is 270.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think you're like really in a tight bind for that one.
I like the more.
Okay.
No, I
like the more there.
Yeah, I think this is a possible more, but I think Allen fucks it up for you if he does miss. I don't think Heineke will miss.
Okay. Just so we can watch fucking.
Also, just a side note too. I also just think they're less because they don't throw to the running backs. I think that's when you think about quarterbacks that usually can break it. They're either really fucking prolific throwers, or they throw to the running back and get those extra cheap yardages, like fucking Heineke will do. He's gonna give it to like McKissick and shit. And he's gonna get like 50 free fucking yards. Like that's gonna happen. Ooh.
Let's go. Yeah, fantasy points. Who has more fantasy point or more or less on fantasy points?
Full PPR, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. 20 is always such a bitch to call. It is such a bitch to call.
So 4 points for passing TD. Yada yada yada.
You're basically hoping like 80 yards, a touchdown, and like 8 catches. Then
I think Kelsey's gonna hit I think more, right?
Well, yeah, no. I think he can go more. I think yeah, that's fine.
I'm staying out of this one.
This is a more
up just to make you squirm. I did this just to
I know you did because I'm squirming inside right now. I will say this. I think Eckler, I'm not sure about the 18.5, but I think Eckler is going to have a game. Like, it's just.
You can run on the Chiefs. You can do a lot of things on the Chiefs.
You can do a lot of things on the Chiefs. This defense is turning into the Sutton defense where I was squirming every game until 3 seconds left in the game. And I do not like that. So, yeah.
I don't have any more cash to bet right now, but I would actually consider betting on these monkey knife fight ones. Yeah, I would double down on that more. But this will be coming down to like, do you actually believe both guys get a TD? Because they're not going to get it without a touchdown, and that's why it's a little bit more tough.
Yeah, I feel that. Here we'll do. Let's do.
Fuck
touchdown.
me, man. I think this is a less.
Yeah, I think this could be a less because Carr's not going to have to do a whole hell of a lot of work.
He's gonna put it down on these guys, but Brissett was so fucking gross last week.
Drake revenge game. Drake revenge narrative.
Oh God,
fire it up.
2 teams ago. I mean, I do like Kenyon Drake though, but I actually do. I think he's a good player. Miami Miracle and everything, right? So.
Oh my gosh. Dude, so okay, we'll go less.
Yeah. People think that like Kenyon Drake like didn't do much, but just a reminder that I'm pretty sure Gronk retired because he fell down trying to catch Kenyon Drake. He retired that year because of that.
So in the Chiefs game, they have one for Mahomes and Herbert. Mahomes is 319.5 and Herbert is 312.5.
Yep.
Oh man.
That's so fucking rough. I think Mahomes you always have to take the more.
Yeah, Mahomes you always take the more.
Yards up the yin-yang on both of them. Woo.
Damn. Okay. So
see, Pat gets us. Pat knows.
Yeah, he's on board. He's on brand. He's on brand. Well, hell yeah. So we got a couple of things broken down for you guys. I think that today will be a damn good day. If I hit on a parlay, like if I hit on any of those parlays, I put in like 5 of them. Like if I hit on any single one, I'm probably gonna rip off my clothes and strip and run streaking down the middle of my fucking apartment complex neighborhood. Like I don't know what I would do if I. One of them is for like 2,000. Hang on. One of them is for $9,700 and $9,734.40. And off of a dollar, and that would be if Indy won. It would be Indy, Cincy, Chicago, Minnesota, the Rams, Packers, Eagles, Broncos, Raiders, Patriots, Ravens, Falcons, Cardinals, Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I honestly, I wish I could do a fucking parlays. If I could, I'd be betting the 8s to 10s all fucking day. I have the fucking money to do it. I would bet 8s to 10s, $100, $200 a pop, and I just fucking pray.
Just run it. Oh my gosh.
You guys crazy. Fucking laugh, but I actually had a perfect week in my sports bets last week. Last year I had a perfect week once, and I was like, fuck me, man. Even though I would have taken all of it, like money, yeah, like because even at a full game on money line, like you're taking less odds, but if you get 16, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Well, like Robbie 2 years ago, not in football, but I was doing some kind of like free thing, MMA, and I got the entire card right.
Oh.
Yeah,
and if I would have done that like in Vegas, oh my freaking gosh,
bro! I can't wait for Sportsbook to hit us.
Oh, dude, my wife does not want that to hit.
If Sportsbook comes, I'm betting every fucking week. I'm gonna hit one of these fucking days and walk up like 200 G's. I'm gonna slap somebody.
If
you ever see a Rich Davis, it's gonna be a bad fucking day. I will cause fucking petty crimes. It's gonna be gross.
I'm gonna be in double trouble because if they hit DraftKings Sportsbook, that's one thing. If they hit Real Sportsbook, I'm gonna be 15 minutes away from an Indian casino that I'm gonna be at every game of every sport. I am in trouble.
Put me on. All right, notice 4. If I ever make it big, it's gonna be some petty crimes. I'm gonna pay off a lot of people. It's gonna be good times. It's gonna be like a shitty GTA. You guys have no fucking idea.
You said, Fang, you could kick me in the nuts with that money for 5%.
Dude, you have no. I fucking would do this most horrendous. Like it would be like the most horrendous like misdemeanors, but across the board, it would just look so stupid. You're like, man, like pisses on windows, like punches car window, like and just fucking like takes a dump in public. It's just gonna be like really stupid shit, and I'm gonna just fucking do it.
Gold toe boot, bro. If I hit on any of these, if I hit on that 9K one, if $1 turns into fucking 9K for me, you are about to see the most ignorant Dave Chappelle version of me ever.
See that episode of what was that episode where they got their
the cribs?
No, reparations. Even the reparations.
Oh, the reparations.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, that's poor people. Money. I would be
smells like broke, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, that episode with the cribs where he pulls the dinosaur egg. He's like, this is a dinosaur egg from the Jurassic era. He's like, he cracks. He's about to cook it. He fucking takes the goddamn cutter.
Oh, he cuts his head off.
He's like, dog, that's gonna be me.
Dude, he drinks its blood. Yeah, that shit's fucked.
Bro, I'll be putting diamonds on my eggs in the morning and shit. Fucking, make my dookie twinkle. Like I'm gonna be all about it. Bro.
All right, guys, give me touchdown dance 3 guys in the Detroit Baltimore game. Who do you
Williams, Seafit, Tyson Williams. There's like fucking bunch of people.
Tyson
Brown.
Hollywood, and
what about
Quintez?
Hawkinson?
Oh, Hawkinson. Yeah, you gotta go Hawk. Never mind. Yeah.
Right now, I have Tyson, Hawk, and I'm looking at my third.
I would say
Hollywood.
Brown or Andrews. I had those 2 fucking guys.
Fucking, I'm literally about to go through and put in some monkey knife fight from my phone. Because fuck y'all seeing all my privacy information.
So let's go for some quick price picks from me this week.
Yes.
I have a lot. I'll be fucking brutal, and I'll be brutally honest. I have about like 4K running right now.
Oh my god.
Degeneracy at its best. So I have about 4.5K running on all over the place. So it is a lot of bets at about 500 a pop. I have Chris Conley under 30 yards. I have Allen Robinson over 62, Darnell Mooney over 50, McLaurin over 75.5, Sterling Shepard over 64.5. I have TJ Hawkinson over 62, Mark Andrews over 50, McLaurin over 75 again, Mooney over 50, Robinson over 62. MVS under 10 fantasy points because I don't know what it is. It's just never going to happen.
No,
Osborne over 10 fantasy points. Javonte Williams over 10 fantasy points. Mike Davis under 12. Saquon Barkley over 63.5 rushing yards. This is before the Devontae Booker situation. Clyde Edwards-Helaire under 12 points. McCole Hardman under 11 points. Mike Williams over 15. James White over 10.5. Like I said, I take it myself. And also Nelson Aguilar, weirdly enough, over 10. I don't know why I took that, but I did take that. Chanel under 13. Shark under 13. Burrow over 17.5. Slayton over 8.5. I think that one's a really good one. And Tyson Williams over 12 points. So those are my ones I'm going in this week with. My DJ Moore and Brandon Cooks have hit. And those only require Lamar Jackson have over 226 passing yards, Matthew Stafford over 291 passing yards, and Ryan Tannehill over 253 passing yards. So those hit, that's an easy 5.
Nice.
And then Heineke over a 17.5 fantasy point, Cole Beasley's under 13 points, and then Tyson Williams over 12. That would net me 2.7K because I already have Brandon Cooks and DJ Moore hitting already. I took so much Brandon Cooks and DJ Moore.
That's beautiful.
People shat on those guys so hard. I was like,
let's go, Connor Burt.
Yeah, so I took them like in 4 different bets because I was just so confident those guys were going to hit. And they did. They hit over the fantasy points and over reception and over yards.
Yo, DK just added a brand new odds boost. It reads, fuck it. He's down there somewhere. Henry Ruggs III to record a 50-plus yard touchdown reception.
Those are so tough.
Those are tough.
How much is it to pay if you get it?
It's plus 700.
I would take it. The Dolphins give up big plays. I called it right before we lost to fucking Devin Singletary ran like a 45-yarder on us. I literally said it. Like, we give up big plays. Henry Ruggs will be the guy that like makes Byron Jones or Xavier Howard tries to pick him, and then he's gone. 50 is a little heavy. I wish it was 40 yards and a touchdown, but
bro, if he gets.
Is it 50 yards and a touchdown or just a 50-yard reception?
A 50-plus yard touchdown to record a 50-plus yard touchdown.
That's really tough, but the Dolphins are the team that will give up plays. They do it every fucking year, all the time. We don't. If you ever see like the Dolphins give up plays, it's always a broken play, or it's just absolutely atrocious. We find ways to do it every year.
Yeah,
I would give it for like $50 for 7xer, like whatever, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm just gonna be like, yo, let's just see what happened.
So I got
$20 on it. Yeah,
he said it's 40.
It's 40.
Not 50. Mine says 50.
They might have about to take it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'd be more apt to take it on 40, but 50. So I've seen a fantasy. Well, you both have seen it too, but I figured I'd just say it on air. I want your guys' opinion. Something that's been said on Twitter a lot this week is what are your guys' opinions on Jonathan Taylor? Is he good? Some people think this is the game that he'll at least have a decent game and show that he's Jonathan Taylor. And then some people are worried about him, and some people think it's going to happen after this week.
You go first, Robbie.
So my thing is with Jonathan Taylor is like he's hot and then cold. I have him on a couple of rosters, and I'm never excited to have Jonathan Taylor. The playmaking ability is just it's not sexy enough for me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. With Taylor, I'm kind of
Yeah, that's how I feel.
That's exactly how I feel. I feel like Taylor is a guy that benefits from his touches, which I mean that could be said about anybody, but he really benefits, right? Like he gets like targets. He gets just like really easy stats, like James White level shit but with the rushing aspect. And that's why I'm not a fan of him, because he doesn't do anything special. He did special against like 3 really bad teams, right? The Texans, the Jags, and the Raiders. But like everybody else, he was pedestrian as hell, man. Like what, 50 yards, 60 yards, I think 180-yard game, 100-yard game. And especially with the O-line taking a step back, people forget how good, even last year when they took a step back last year, they were still pretty good. So now we're even further from that, and Taylor is obviously suffering. So yeah, I don't like it. I don't like taking Taylor. If he gets his receptions back, I would be stoked for him a little bit more. But he's an RB2. He's not an RB1.
Yeah, he's an RB2 in my eyes, not an RB1. I mean, but you could kind of he's like on that fringe, right? That fringe, like kind of RB1 status.
Yeah. I mean, if everything goes right, like if he like he's RB2, right? He's mainly an RB2, but if the game plan is, hey, let's get him 6 receptions, let's make him run 12 times, and he gets a touchdown. Of course, and anybody's an RB1 at that point, but he needs like all of that to be relevant. And that's the problem with him versus like Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, other guys like just like their schemes are meant for them, or Dalvin Cook. They're just, oh, we only need 15 touches.
What up, J Love?
It'd be great.
That's cool.
Derrick Henry did have like 30 touches last week, though.
Speaking of Derrick Henry, if he scores the first touchdown, that is at plus 450 on a boost. So if you guys want to take that boost as well, that's a pretty good one. Good odds.
I don't think he gets
it. That. No, I don't think he gets the first one. I don't think he gets the first one. But
I think they line up like they always do, and then like it flies to Swain. Like they always do. They always get to like the 2-yard line, and they set up like Henry. Like, yeah, Henry's gonna go get it, and then like Tannehill runs the ball in, or Tannehill like dump offs like the tight end. Just some stupid shit like every fucking time.
Do we think Rondale gets a touchdown today?
Yes.
I
think he gets a one on a broken play.
I think he gets one I think he gets one when the game's a little
early, or one way later. It's already over.
Yeah. Like more on like I think they'll use. Here's the thing. I think they're going to use Hopkins to get the lead, and then once the lead is there, they either use him as a decoy or they start on the pitch count, and then that's when Moore's going to eat.
I think. Yeah, I think you're right. I think if anything, they just put him out there to like open things up.
Yep.
Well, I mean, like Hopkins is out there. He's a guy that deserves a double team, man.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to.
In one of my deep leagues, I'm starting AJ Green. So.
Yeah, that's actually not terrible. AJ Green got a TD last week.
It's a deeper league. It's not a league that it's one of our. It's a degenerate league. Let's say that. Actually, Robbie might be in that league. I'm not playing him, but Robbie might be in that league. I think I'm starting AJ Green in the Thick of Thieves 20-team crazy.
Oh yeah, that's.
And I will not say who I'm playing, but I'm just gonna say I really hope I beat this guy.
If I don't get my fucking Scott Fishbowl win this week, I'm gonna fucking destroy.
Oh my gosh, TJ Hawkinson at plus 165 on an anytime TD score.
You take that. You take that twice.
Yep.
I will say the only thing that scares me is that we've seen them shove Marlon Humphreys on a tight end, which is very like unconventional a lot of the times and succeeds. Marlon Humphreys has shown he can do it. But Hawkins is so fucking good, dude. I don't know why people like crapped on him going in the 5th and 6th rounds. I was like, I hope you like Noah Fant. Like, what am I gonna say? Like, what the hell? Like, I hope you enjoy like Noah Fant right now, buddy. Like, you cool? How's your Evan Ingram's treating you? How's your like all these other random tight ends that wait, like Dawson Knox? Like, how's that feel?
Do we feel like the defense could maybe score today? Like, is there any defense that we think that could like come away with like a pick 6?
I know I can't. I don't think
I can't predict that.
I think if any pick 6 happens, it's usually like against a rookie or maybe against Joe Burrow or some shit like that. Like, but I'm not predicting that because there's no bet that makes sense for me. Like, I will say that I do like teams for like defensive scoring, if you're talking about like special teams, like I always think Miami has one going for them. They always have one with Jakeem Grant, which is always fucking hilarious. They always find a way.
All right. So speaking of your SFB, Pang.
Oh fuck me, my SFB dude.
No, but I know I need. Let's just say I'm going against one of the big boys in my division, so I need this win. I am starting Henry Ruggs. Okay, for the big playability. I have Amari Cooper, and I know he's a little dinged up, but the wide receivers that I'm starting right now are Jamar Chase, Cooper, Corey Davis, and Ruggs. However, I have Claypool. Claypool is the only other one that I would start over somebody. Would you start Claypool over Cooper or Davis?
Over Amari Cooper?
Or Corey Davis? Yeah, Amari Cooper, and just because of the injury. And they said he's going to play, though, so that's why I want to keep him in.
I think I play Amari Cooper. I think you kind of have to. Just because he's just a guy that's just so talented at times that it's really gross. Thank you for reminding me I had to take Dalvin Cook out, and I'm putting in Kenny Golladay. What? It was awfully terrible. Oh,
that is awful.
It's either that or Braxton Berrios or Brian Edwards, man. I don't know.
Yeah, so since I'm keeping Cooper, it's either Claypool or Corey Davis.
Corey Davis, I guess.
That's what I have right now. That's what I have right now. Yeah.
But I remember I told you before, like I don't think he's as talented. When against the fucking Patriots, I told you guys he'd get shut the fuck out. He got what? 1.8 points.
Yeah.
It was absolutely terrible.
To me, that was more on Zach though, so that's why I want to play him. And
that was Bill Belichick, man. Because Braxton Berrios went the fuck off because he was just like, "Hey, man, I heard you have other receivers. Go ahead and use them." Like it was so bad. It was awful. It was so awful, man. Fuck, man. I think Braxton Berrios this week. Oh God.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just read off my anytime TD score props really quick.
Okay.
For everyone, I went ahead and I just now put them all in. We went Rondale Moore. We went. By the way, all these have a 20% profit boost on them, with the exception of the Derrick Henry one.
Can you parlay these? No.
I should have. I didn't think about it. I probably should have. I went Rondale Moore, Terry McLaurin, T.J. Hockenson, Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase, James White, Cordell Patterson, and Tim Patrick.
Damn, that's a lot of guys. I don't like the. I am not the.
No one was nothing fan in round 6. I was smashing that. What were you about to say? I'm sorry, Ping. I did not mean that.
No. I think some of those are tough. I feel like I don't think McLaurin gets a TD today. I think McLaurin gets hella yards, just not a touchdown.
You say you think McLaurin doesn't get a touchdown?
I don't think he gets a touchdown today. I think he gets hella yards but no TD.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna see if he gets.
I mean, that's fine. If anybody gets a TD on the team, I wouldn't doubt
it's gonna be McLaurin. Yeah.
But I mean, last week it was Ricky Seals-Jones with his wackadoodle pass and McKissick on another one. Like, I think McLaurin gets them to the end zone, and that's it.
Pat said, "I'm busy writing down bets so I can stop checking DraftKings."
Yeah.
Mentality ask, I got we have actually two questions. We have 3 questions that just popped up. I got Hollywood Brown, Sutton, Julio, Juju, and Shepard. I'm leaning towards Sutton right now for my wide receiver. Good move. It's against the Jets, bro.
Give me Shepard. Give me Shepard or Brown. I think Brown. I want Brown.
I mean, we know what Hollywood's been doing lately, and Hollywood's just been going completely the fuck off. Like you have
a little fucked up right now, right, injury wise. So I could see why people are a little off on him. But Brown or Shepard, man, like they're facing really subpar defenses.
Yeah, both of them are facing weak defenses. I mean, but then you got Sutton who's facing the fucking Jets. Mike, what do you think on this one?
So we're going.
You also have Julio.
Just picking one.
Yeah.
I think we saw this question last time. I think you can't go wrong with anybody besides Juju.
Yeah, you really can't go wrong with anyone besides Juju.
I'm leaning Shepard, but I agree you can't really go wrong. I'd go now Sutton then Shepard.
Really? I think you guys really just crap on that fucking Jets defense.
Yeah, it's the Jets. I think that's why mentality is going to go Sutton. But he has all amazing options. Go in and play Sutton. It's the Jets, bro. It's the Jets. I mean, but any one of those options are fucking amazing. Like you have a squad. Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Chase Edmonds to start this week.
Oh my god, fuck me, man.
Chase Edmonds.
Yeah.
By the way, he is the 17th. He's 17th in PPR for running backs this year already, and he's only at 56.6% opportunity share, and he's already entrenched as a number 2 RB.
Yeah, go Chase Edmonds.
And that's no touchdowns. He has no touchdowns.
Bosa's going to be in that backfield wreaking havoc all day. I mean, I get that he just got announced today that he's going to be healthy and playing, but Bosa's going to be fucking Edwards-Helaire up.
I think the Chargers knew the whole week he was playing, and they just waited till they had to say it.
Yeah.
Come on.
I give me Chase. I don't like it, but give me Chase.
Yeah.
I'm just not been a Chase guy, and he hasn't really shown it to me still, but he is getting like stats.
Oh,
Draco Patterson.
Pat, I love you, but this question is disgusting.
Or Claypool. It's full PPR.
Or Claypool.
Give me Drake. Confidence. I have no Josh Jacobs. The fucking Miami Dolphins give up everything to the running back for like the last 7 years. I think that's what you do. You play Drake.
Yeah,
play Drake.
Without Jacobs, yes.
Yeah, without Jacobs, you gotta go Drake. Charge defense got toasted against the run. I mean, Chargers have been doing pretty decent, you know. Alrighty. So, anything else before we get ready to sign off, fellas?
I know that real quick, Underdog has a pretty good over-under for Marquise Brown right now at 60 yards receiving. I think that's one of those fair, like, oh shit, that's a pretty good fucking bet. I think Terry McLaurin's also there, the 70 yards. I would also take that for the over. If you're looking for some kind of, hey man, I want to put some money down and hope I can double up, 3 up, 5 up. Look at those as starting points. Like Marquise Brown, 60 yards. Like, let's be freaking real. Anybody here disagree that that's not going to hit?
No, I think it's gonna hit.
Right, like so Underdog has that right now. I think that's a pretty solid bet to start off with if you need to get something going in the next 34 minutes. I would also recommend probably where's let me see. Maybe me see my live pick'ems. I have it right here. So I got Terry McLaurin over 74, Lamar Jackson, McCall Hardman under 45. Tyler Boyd at 57.5 receiving yards. I think like Tyler Boyd, Marquise Brown, those are the two. Really, you don't think so? Tyler Boyd doesn't get 60 yards?
No, I think it's going to be close, but I would say over, but I think it's going to be right there.
He had 7 receptions last week. I'm kind of stoked about that Higgins being out. So like Boyd and Brown, I think those are 2 starting points that you can go off of on Underdog. Everything else, it's a toss-up, but I think those 2 are really, really strong to go with. I'd also consider Cooper Kupp over 1 touchdown. At 1 touchdown, and Myles Gaskin under 65 total yards. So that's a 10xer if you want to take a shot on it.
I like that. Mike, anything you got before we get into sign-offs?
No, this is for this week and for the future. Just make sure you're paying attention to those late injury designations because you don't want to get stuck with a guy on your team that's not going to be playing. So if you have someone, make sure you look, and if it's risky and you have to play someone in the morning, play him in the morning.
Hell yeah.
Also, I'll be gone next week, so you guys will catch me on Friday, but I will be gone for the next 2 Sundays, I want to say, because I will be in Miami getting my ass fucking railed by the goddamn Colts, which is weird, and then I'll be at a wedding.
Nice.
But I will submit some pics to Robbie, so he has something to say to you guys later.
What the fuck? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, we'll be on. Well, I don't know if all of us, but like a good. We'll be on. Yeah. Mike and I will be here. Next stream, getting you guys, play by play and getting excited and being the fucking crazy DJs that we are.
Well, let's talk really fast though, guys. 1 second, sorry. You guys are up right now, right, on the year?
What?
You guys are winning right now in the year.
Oh
right?
yeah. Bro, our hit rate is fucking insane.
That's just a shout out to the listeners. If you guys are like sleeping for a second, we are up on the year. So
I think we've only gotten 4 or 5 games. I think we only got like 5 or 6 games wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's only been like 5 or 6 misses. Like we've like hit like crazy, bro. Like it's been great. It's been great. Also, shout out to North Carolina State yesterday for that money line win over Clemson. Let's go.
You got that one?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, I couldn't bet it because I didn't bet it because obviously I'm in California.
I know,
but I called it on Twitter. Our buddy Shane Barrett tried to tell me I was wrong, even though he's a fan. I picked Notre Dame to win on the money line against Wisconsin.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. So
we're pretty good at this shit. If you guys haven't noticed already,
$6.99. We'll make you your subscription worth in the first week.
Exactly.
We did it last week. We made your subscription for you last week. You would have put $50 with us on the Raiders. You would have made 2x on it. You would have made an extra $100. You could have paid it all off. Yep. And that was literally the only bet that we sat there and we're like, we're doing it right now. We're doing it live.
Yep. Yep.
Thanks, Pat. You're always killing it for us, buddy.
Pat's the man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Rumboyz NFL AM. Pang, Mike, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on Pang's Picks FF, Fantasy Six Pack, and on Twitter. You can also find me on SportsMe. But if you're looking for me on SportsMe, there's better people to look at there first.
Mike.
Right. You can find me on Drop the Mic FF on everything. You can find me that on Instagram, Twitter. You can find me at SportsMe at the same place. But just like Pang said, I'm pretty ugly, so there's other people to look at. And on top of that, just find me on everything Rumboyz and Going for Two. And I cannot wait for week 3 to start.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
30 minutes, baby.
Hey, we will see you guys in 30 minutes on the next broadcast in Rumboyz NFL Rum Zone. 7 hours of commercial-free NFL play-by-play action here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. We're going to have you guys taken care of. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do? Dilly.
Dilly.
We'll see you all in a few. Peace.
Holy shit.